Oh boy, we just got some big news regarding AMD and Nvidia. They're going to pay 15% of their revenues from China to the US government. Guys, we have to break this down in this video, go over the charts, the news, my thoughts, what I'm doing as I own AMD and Nvidia. But first, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, join the email stock newsletter. It's free, and check out my Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates. Check the link right down below. And with that being said, cheers, take a sip of your coffee. Of course, guys, come on, and let's dive into it. So right now, it's about 2 p.m. on the East Coast when I'm making this video, and the markets are down, indexes are down, which it's been a rocky day. The VIX is up 4.5%, over 4.5% actually, but Nvidia's up 0.25%. Not a grand slam type of day, but it is up a decent amount in the midst of a red day. Again, 0.25%. And AMD, let me pull this up. AMD is also up, right? You guys can see around 0.8%, actually looking better than Nvidia. And we'll cover the charts here in a second, guys, but I want to dive right into this this article from CNBC. Again, we got some big news regarding these companies, China, the U.S. government. So let's just dive right into it. So you can see right here, this is big. Nvidia and AMD have agreed to pay 15% of revenues from chip sales to China to the U.S. government. And this is not from all their chip sales, obviously. This is just the sales they make in China, not in the U.S. too. Just in China, they're going to pay 15%. According to the White House, they were able to confirm this today, right? So if we come down here a little bit, we can dive into the article. So again, Nvidia and AMD have agreed to share 15% of their revenue from sales to China with the U.S. government. And in exchange for the revenue cut, the two companies will receive export licenses to sell Nvidia's H20 and AMD's MI308 chips in China, right? And we can see here who said this. Either way, we follow rules the U.S. government sets for our participation in worldwide markets. While we haven't shipped H20 to China for months, we hope export control rules will let America compete in China and worldwide. Okay, that was Nvidia that said that in a statement to NBC News. And America cannot compete or repeat 5G and lose telecommunication leadership. America's AI tech stack can be the world standard if we race. And obviously it's a big race when it comes to artificial intelligence. China has Huawei, a bunch of other companies, right? So the arrangement crafted by President Donald Trump, the administration, is unusual, analysts told CNBC, but underscores the transactional nature of President Donald Trump. I mean, he's a businessman at the end of the day, and well, he's going to make a lot of money. Not him, I guess the U.S. government. We'll see where that money goes. That's another question. I mean, yeah, where the heck's this money going to go? I don't know where they're going to put 15% of the revenues. We'll see. Will we even know? I don't know. Probably not. But meanwhile, investors see the move as broadly positive for both Nvidia and AMD, which wants more secure access to the Chinese market, right? Of course. So if we come down here, an analyst said something interesting, which I agree with. He said, from an investor perspective, it's a net positive. Of course, 85% of the revenue is better than zero. 100% agree. And this is interesting here. The question will be whether Nvidia and AMD adjust their prices by 15% to account for the levy. What do you guys think? Will they pop their prices up and essentially charge more for the product, and then the cost gets canceled out? Or will they eat that 15% and just go on with business? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I don't know. Honestly, for me, I don't know what they're going to do. I could see it going either way. But ultimately, this analyst said it's better that they can sell into the market rather than hand the market over entirely to Huawei, which, again, Huawei is a massive company in China, right? And they want their share. So, I mean, look, if Nvidia is not in China, Huawei is going to take a lot of the cake, right? Now, Nvidia's back, AMD's back. Huawei's not happy. Huawei's not happy, and we can see here clearly on this this sentence here. It says Huawei is Nvidia and AMD's closest Chinese rival, 100%. And we can see here the Asia Group told CNBC, George Chen, he said partner and co-chair of the digital practice at the Asia Group. He said in the short term, the deal gives both companies some certainties for their exports to China. For the long term, we don't know if the U.S. government may want to take a bigger cut from their China business, especially if their sales to China keep growing, which I think they will. I mean, look, let's keep it real. Nvidia and AMD, they make the best chips. It is what it is. Better than Huawei, right? So they're going to grow. It's inevitable. They're going to continue to grow, and we'll see. Maybe it's 25% in the future. Maybe that gets cut to 0. Who knows? The fee the U.S. government takes. But for now, 15% is good. And the fact that the stock is not, tanking or going up a lot, that leads me to believe investors, they see this and they're like, all right, we're cool with that. We're good with that. If the stock was tanking, right, that would not be good. That'd be a sign, okay, maybe they're taking too much money, 15%. But it looks like they got the deal for now just right. The whole idea here is get these companies to sell their chips in China faster, get them back in the market there. And this is one step to get us one step closer, So I'm happy about that as a shareholder from Nvidia or of Nvidia and AMD. And I own a lot more Nvidia than AMD, me personally, but I'm long both of these companies. And you guys can see if I zoom in a bit here on this chart on AMD, maybe pop up this 30-minute chart, you can see we're slowly starting to break out. Little cup and handle is starting to form. You guys can see right here. If I draw this channel out, we're starting to break out of this channel. You're seeing it here on the 30-minute chart. This looks pretty bullish. We're not fully breaking out yet, but we're on our way. It kind of looks like it. We're on our way here on AMD. And if I pop up Nvidia stock, this thing is looking pretty good as well. I mean, nobody's denying that. We're above both moving averages. We're now taking out the highs barely from last week, but we are, and if I pop up this 1-hour chart, we're riding the moving averages and we're heading into earnings. And guys, I think we're going to keep up this hype, this momentum on Nvidia heading into earnings. I don't really see a scenario where we get a drastic drop before earnings. We might, never say never, but we have about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. I think not next week or not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that, we're going to get their earnings. I think we're going to keep a lot of these gains until then. And if earnings are strong, who knows? Maybe we make that push to $200 a share. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. And I might as well wrap it up. I don't want to keep you all too long. Stocks are not looking great, but big news from Nvidia, great news from AMD. I'm happy. It's a good day. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Run the likes up. Make sure to subscribe. And if you guys want to be in tune, keep up to date with what I'm doing in my real money portfolio. We're investing thousands of dollars a month. That's on Patreon, linked down below. Make sure you guys join. I'll see you on the inside. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.